cool little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using nigga songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That woo-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woo-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
On yourself or something.
Yeah, I totally dripped water.
Lactating?
Like, yeah, the fuck.
All right, for sure. What's going on? What you was waiting for, man?
Man, I feel like you...
Thought you trying to drag the conversation on?
I like Youngantjefe is I'm tired of talking about Kingpill and that situation. What's the deal, y'all? We're Trappers having anything in Trap News Network. Back of the same, like cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge you ain't getting nobody's college. Big dog. Good news you ain't finna get nobody's college. Knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. News you can use. Knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Tap in with the tap in. Make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Notification bell, hit all, hit like, comment, subscribe for all the good. Best what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use. Knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Knowledge you you're not finna get nobody's college. We finna get into this knowledge, this news, views, all that kind of stuff. Tap in with tap in. If you ain't tapped in with that tap in, hit us up on Instagram. TRAPNEWS we finna jump into this content, man. Youngantjefe. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Look, so full transparency. I tried to call Kingpill. I tried to call Youngantjefe the day after.
Don't get those two mistakes.
No, okay. I tried to call Ant the next day and be like, "Did I do something wrong? Like what? Like I felt like I could have.
Did I do something wrong? It's crazy.
Made that situation better or worse, and I feel like I was the agent of chaos more than I was the agent of peace. So what do you feel like, or am I tripping completely?
I don't blame nobody, bro. Like, y'all been, like, all my little supporters and fans, they been hitting me up. They been on my line. They asking me why I'm not holding ADAM22.
Let's talk about it.
Accountable or whatever. And so, like, my response to that, I already did a video, but I'm going to say this, like, everybody that watch No Jumper, y'all pretty much know the podcast space that ADAM22 in. Y'all pretty much know the questions he asked, and I don't pretty much think he was trying to throw me up about.
Sound like Youngantjefe said, I accepted the consequences of everything that come with No Jumper when I came up to No Jumper.
Up under the bus. If anything, it was like Kingpill. So I just like, so Adam's a civilian. You feel me? So when you talking to the members and the members get asked these questions, that's who it fall upon, because you as a member, as you saying you are, like, I expect you to know how to answer that question. Now, if the shoe was on the other foot, Adam put me on blast like, hey, Jefe, what's up with that diss track? You took them disses out. I would have known how to answer that to where it just would have shut that completely off to where he wouldn't even have to say it, nothing. I just would have respected it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because I feel like if you, and I've listened.
Basically, Youngantjefe is saying it's Kingpill's fault for not knowing how to answer the question in an appropriate manner. And it's up to you to have the proper media training and the proper know-how to go into these conversations and get into these 1-2 steps like Sierra should you find yourself in these precarious predicaments and all that kind of stuff. Got it.
This is a decent amount of your music. I don't really hear you dissing people like that, but I feel like if you did and it got brought up on a podcast, you just, because of the fact that you sort of demand respect from people, you would be straight up about it. I feel like if you're a member and you make music in which you diss other hoods, you can't be wishy-washy when somebody brings it up. You got to...
But here's the thing, too, and this is where everybody gets upset and irritated with Adam. Nobody asks you, nor does anyone care about what you think, because your opinion doesn't really matter when it comes to the policies of what gang members should and shouldn't be doing. You feel me? Your rules, your regulations, your opinions, your thought process, your thought patterns, all that kind of stuff, 100% irrelevant. No one cares. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I said. Or else, why the fuck are you even saying it?
Adam, would you have asked that?
Am I wrong?
See, that's that bullshit.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's that bullshit.
It's not a bad question.
Look, all right, so look, this so let me, all right, so boom. I just had a conversation. I had a conversation with P Nice and Moneybag Rose. So that was kind of like the take. Some people kind of got that opinion. So like, I was telling them, this what people got to understand. Like when you saying that word, like of course you know who hood that's dissing originally, but in retrospect to that, let's be for real. You way out of my city limits, and it is a hood out there that are.
Right, so it definitely wasn't directed towards the A-Trade gangsters. It's just a term that, you know, it's kind of like a general term for a certain group of gang members.
So like that's who you was aiming it towards. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure. That's really his little Brazy moment. So that's what we got to. That's what we got to get clear. That's what we got to get clear because it ain't no different. Like I told Moneybag Rose, it ain't no different than A-Trade. Like we beef with neighborhoods. And our homies say the disrespectful term to diss neighborhoods, but we don't really have no official funk with East Coast. Like in jail, like based on that, the neighborhoods are they allies. It might be some fights, but on the streets, we don't have a gun beef with East Coast. We don't beef with East Coast in their neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? So it just be.
I mean, yeah, that's true. They're a gray area.
Situations like that, but you always gonna have people with their opinions like, oh no, that's for everybody and this and that, and but you know, yeah, but I just didn't want that to linger on, and that's what I try to stop. Before he high out his mind talking about I feel disrespected and what you talking about and all that weird shit.
And did I read it wrong, or was it literally like the face?
Flush is glazing
That I made in my eyes because I didn't say anything at that point, but like when he's like, well, Adam made a comment like, oh, he wasn't dissing that hood, he was dissing, and then I kind of made a face like,
I wasn't even looking when Adam was talking. I was looking at Adam.
Flush, why you trying to make it about you, bro? You could just sit there and watch the show. It ain't got to be about you, bro.
You start talking, I was looking at you, so I didn't even see the face you made.
Okay.
But I do want to clarify that if I could have like redone that part of the conversation, for sure, I just would not have brought that up. But like people think that people think this was my evil mastermind plan to put Kingpill in the trick bag, build up and Jefe, which is kind of how it worked. But honestly, like people always will attribute like brilliance to the things that you do. In reality, it was like me just talking out loud, just thinking out loud, and I said something that I wish I did not say because I didn't want to put our new co-host for that one episode on blast like that.
Well, you was talking shit about the topics, so it was like, what do you want to talk about? Okay,
that's what it kind of looked like. Topics,
definitely looked like that.
It looked like Adam, like, all right, you don't want to talk about that? Well, guess what?
No, that's basically that's how I came up.
I mean, it definitely come across like Adam was like, oh, you want to SHIT on my topics? I'm about to SHIT on you.
That is what happened.
That's essentially how it worked, and maybe like that's the reason why my brain started to go into an era, into a stage of calling him out on some shit. But it wasn't like this brilliant plan that I had in advance. Like I'm gonna pit Kingpill against Jefe, but that is kind of how it worked. How did you feel seeing him sort of act like a feral cat coming in attacking me after the podcast once you had already left, Munchie had already left, all the gang members had already left, it's just me left, and Kingpill decided to have his little moment with me. What did you think of that? Because then very
crazy word. We up out here to the next one, man. We finna get up out here to the next one, man. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. It's free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We gone.